Morning. Good morning, tubers. It's what, 7:35, and we're about 72 in the garage, and the wind has died down somewhat for today, but it's supposed to be picking up later on this afternoon, so garage door will probably be closed again. Last night I drilled and fitted this panel onto the side panel. Now, you all remember, these go around the wheel well, as they'll be drilled and welded in this position as we build them. End up making them and then marking the hole, so I only have to take this out once, and then it's got to be welded in place and then taken out and finish welding on the bench here. So that's where we're at with that. So without further ado, we'll get this into the car and we'll get the pipe out and the tubing bender out, and we'll mount this back up, and we'll start building some rods, seeing if we get this covered this weekend. When I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, just plugging away at this. This one will go right here. This one will go right here. This one will go right here. And then this one will go here. And then the one down here will come around, come over, and then weld into the bottom of this one here. There'll be vertical bars going between them, and when it's all said and done, it'll be all as one panel. So now what we need to do is just set this here like this, pull this out, and drill these 4 holes. So when I have more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey, hey tubers. Okay, the holes are drilled, these are all slid in. All we need to do is put a tack on each one. This one is in a little bit before I can make the hole, and it's going to be almost square for the latch bolt to come out. So we'll see how this goes. I'll go ahead and weld these in. I can always cut these off with the Dremel later. So next thing to do is break out the welder and start tack welding and see if it comes off as a panel. This one, before I go ahead and do it, is I'm going to throw a vertical in here real quick, because this one has no support other than here and here. So that's all I got for now. When I have more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey tubers, here it is. This would have been so much easier if we just sat there and put it in and did it permanently. But we're going to finish tack welding up, cut these off. We're going to weld on the inside here and do on the back side of here too, and then cut these off, and then put it back in. The bottom one will come in like this, curve around, curve back, and then 90 up here. We'll have vertical pieces going here, here, and here, and then here, and here, and then down to here to this last one. Then that's it. It's ready for cloth. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, there it is, all back in, welded up. This next one will come right about here, come around here, go, and then slope up, and then tie back in into here. And then we'll do the verticals, and then it's time to go and find some fleece. So I'm going to cover these also one at a time. Sit there and work out my bugs as I go. I haven't done this in several years, so Might take 2 coatings of fleece on here. We don't know yet. But that's where we're at, and when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey, tubers. See, this will go right like that. And then around here, I'll build a couple of verticals. But that's all I want of that sticking out. Something like that, yeah. But running out of time today, and I'm getting a little tired, and I don't feel like messing around with it anymore. But this is where we're at, and I want to thank everybody for watching and subscribing, and of course leaving comments. We'll pick this up tomorrow. Maybe tonight I'll run to Hobby Lobby and see if they got any fleece, and maybe we'll be covering this tomorrow, or at least trying to. So, a few more tricks up in the trade to sit there and to get this to contour in here. But if you were to doing, the speaker guys usually will end up putting cover this whole thing with masking tape, and then lay it down and then rosin it all up, and then put mat on it, fiberglass mat on it, and then do it like that. You can sit there and lay cloth on it and sit there, and but you're going to find, I'm going to show you that fleece is going to be the best thing to cover this with. So we got probably about 2 hours of more building and modifying and welding to do on this, and then we'll be able to cover. And here I am starting to babble again, and I already said thanks for watching, subscribing, and leaving comments. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks again, guys. Later.